doing. And honestly, you're not really comfortable in yourself because, you're new at this too. And you don't know how to relay that kind of information to get people to sign up and get people to trust you. So those are some of the difficulties that, all of us go through. Really just that first patch, but it's really so this the first that I would like to tell you guys is when you guys actually no, I want to start with your list of 30 people. Now, coming into the business, some people don't really want to work, or they feel like the first people that they talk to are just going to automatically just jump on. Tell them about the opportunity because, why wouldn't they? But in reality is, just because you offer somebody an amazing opportunity doesn't mean that they're just turn. So you want to create a list of 30 people from the day you want to create a list of 30 friends and family that potentially could need this. The reason why you start with your friends and family is because those are the people that trust you the most. So what you should do is think, if you had to 10 people, if you had to call somebody to come fix your tire and your tire was flat, who would you call? So 10 flat tire friends. Those are going to be the first people that you put on your list. Then the 20, any friends that you might have known for an extended period of time, you want to put them on there, even if you feel like they don't, because at the end of the day, you don't know who could need this opportunity. And these are the people that are going to trust you the most because you've already built up a rapport with them. In this business, people don't want to feel like you're just out to use them. A lot of the people, they don't understand how Forex works. So when you automatically offer them like the opportunity to like build a business or, to become a part of your team, they think that you're doing it for your own personal gain. So create a rapport with the people that you're actually speaking with. It doesn't matter who it is. Create some type of rapport so you can gain that trust from that person. So you're gonna get your list of 30. You're gonna have rapport with all the people that are on your list, and you want to call them. Okay, you want to call your people. So we practice something called the perfect close. Basically, what it is, you talk to somebody, you create that relationship, you find out what they do, you find out how much money they make monthly, find out how long they've been working, type stuff, and then you want to ask them how much have they saved. So that's the perfect close. After you find out how much they saved, if they have over $200, and they have enough money to get started right then and there. So the way I went P150 is when I got my people on the phone and I practiced my perfect close. I already had the rapport. I knew they had enough money to get started. Honestly, even though I've been in this business for about 3 years now, I still utilize my mentorship. Tariana is my upline, and honestly, I would just pass her the phone. I'd have my talk with my people. I would edify my upline, but I'm with this lady boss. She's like 19 years old. She don't got a job. She been doing her thing. I'm giving her that good edification. Then I put her on the phone. Automatically, even though they know me and they have rapport with me, your friends and your family, for the most part, don't really want to hear it from you. Now, I want you guys to just take that in right there. Your friends and your family, even though they might see you doing good or they might trust you, they don't really want to hear it from you. Reason being, they know where you came from. They know if you're lying. They know what your money situations are like. They know everything about you. They know your background. So when you introduce somebody new to them and you speak so highly of them, automatically they are forced to believe really whatever it is that you're saying and also what they are saying. So practice edifying your upline and using your upline, because especially when they know what they're talking about, they are going to be able to close your deals. When you talk to people and you're new and you're not in control of the conversation, they're asking you all these different questions and you're unable to answer these questions. At that point, when you lose control, that's when you lose control of the whole operation. At that point, they don't really want to hear anything you got to say because you don't really know what you're talking about. So before you even attempt to do that, use your mentorship because you're still new, and there's nothing wrong with being new. We all had to go through that time, and as time goes by, you hit P600, you hit P1000, you got some knowledge on your belt from all the calls. Then you can start to close out your prospects and close out your people's prospects, if that makes sense. Also, I want to talk about your prospecting. So after you well, this is to go P150. Persistence. When you talk to your people and let's say your upline closes them out and they're like, okay, I'm gonna get started on this day. You guys need to practice the art of persistence, the art of following up with people. Okay. If you have somebody that's interested in an opportunity, but you stop talking to them for like a week, 2 weeks, 3 weeks, you're gonna start to notice that either one, those people forgot about the opportunity, or two, they got the money and then forgot about the opportunity, spent it, and they was asked out. They have no money. So what you should do as somebody that really wants them a part of your organization is set reminders. You don't want to call people. You don't want to bug them. You don't want to, irritate them and really seem like you're pressed to get them started. But, show that you care about them. Every now and then, every other day, you could hit them up and be like, yo, how are you doing? How's your day going? Something as simple as that will show somebody that you're not in it just for the money and for the signups, but you actually care about them. When you hit them up consistently, how are you doing? When are you gonna get started? What day are you gonna get started? Especially when you know what day you're gonna get started, you don't want to miss that. Okay, how bad do you guys really want it? So a trick that I like to tell people is if they don't have their date set up and they say they need to get the money, call them on payday. Payday is pretty much every Thursday and Friday. Set a reminder to call them on payday. If they get that check and they said they wanted to get started, they need to be getting started that day. If they don't get started that day, then they bullshitting. You don't want to just wait around staying stagnant for people that are bullshitting. You just move on to the next people. That's why we have a list of 30 people. So get your prospects. I'm gonna leave it with this. Get your prospects. Hit them up consistently, and always prospect at least 5 to 10 people a day. Even the people that say they're going to get started, they're not guaranteed. A lot of people, they will in the beginning, they'll get 3 or 5 people that say, yo, I'm down for this. I'm going to get started. And they sit and they wait on those 5 to 10 people to get started, and they wait on them to get started, and then they wait on them to get started. And then a whole month then went by and nobody's gotten started. And now they got to pay that fee again because they relied on 5 to 10 people that said it was going to get started. So nobody's word is bond. Just make sure you're practicing these. Utilize your mentorship, and yeah, that's pretty much it for me. Sam, you got anything?
Appreciate you, bro, for sharing your knowledge, sharing your experience of what you did to actually hit Platinum 150. I'm gonna talk about a little bit about me and what I did to actually hit the rank of Platinum 150. So let me share my screen real quick. So I did create the list, but I'm Christian talked about it. So I'm gonna talk about the importance of social media, right? So social media, if you have any of these social media platforms, I advise you to use them, right? The biggest social media platform that we don't use and that a lot of people are attracted to the most is Instagram, Facebook, and YouTube. They have the most, like people circulate through those 3 social media platforms the most. I've been on YouTube for I just started, and all I did was post a few videos that I did a while back. I just reposted on YouTube, and it's been getting a lot of views. A lot of people been interacting. So to me, it was shocking, but it's a lot more people that get to see you, see your experience, see your face. You always hear chairman say, document everything you do. If you're doing an event, if you're talking to people, if you're with your team, or if you're with if you're with your team, individuals that are working with you, record it. Record different things you're doing, document it, and put on your YouTube, because that's going to show people you're a family, your team, you're actually doing work. It's not just what people think it is, a scam. Right? Instagram is the biggest thing. So I want to talk about prospects, right? So prospecting people, there's 2 ways that you can prospect people. Tristan went over the list, so talking to people on the phone. So that's going to be one way you're going to do it. So I have 2 strategies that I basically talk to people on the phone, right? It's going to be people. So the first half is people I haven't really talked to, or I talk to them every day, or not every day, but they're my close friends, right? So he was talking about the SOS friends, the flat tire friends. So how I do it, you can read it if you want, but I'm gonna briefly go through it. So I basically do small talk. I catch up, see how they're doing, see how their family's been, things of that nature, and then I ask this question. I actually got this little what do I want to call it? I guess script from David Amenisi, Chairman 750. It's on a recorded video called Chairman Blueprint. He actually breaks down all the requirements to actually hit chairman, right? He says in the last 6 months, with all the money that's flowed through your bank account, how much money have you actually made on it, right? And if they be like, I haven't really made any money on it, it's just been sitting there, or whatever the case is, you be like, What if there was a way I could show you how you can multiply the money in your account right now with an incredible skill set? Would that be something you're open to? A lot of people are going to be open to it because no one just wants to have money sitting. No one doesn't want another way that they can have money increasing, right? So that is a one question that you can ask people that you talk to every day. Right? If you don't know how to approach it, just ask them that way, right? Another way that I also do the quick catch up, see how they're doing everything, but I also do the perfect invite, right? If you don't know the perfect invite, it's on YouTube. Get with your mentor and they'll actually send it to you, or if you can look it up for yourself on YouTube. Matt wrote the perfect invite. There's gonna be 2 versions, right? But the perfect invite he does is a 4-step process. Be in a hurry, clear their schedule, add value, take it away, right? Now, when I'm calling people for the perfect invite, it's usually people I don't talk to a lot, right? Because you gotta think about it. Tristan talked about it. The people who are gonna be close to you, they're gonna know if you're saying, "Oh, I'm running to a meeting." They're gonna crack a joke because I've had that done to me. They're like, "Bro, you don't do anything. You're not running to a meeting." Right? But for me, I found it easier with people I don't know or people who I don't talk to a lot to, right? So be in a hurry, say, "Hey, I'm running to a meeting right now, but I want to give you a quick call. What are you doing tonight at 9?" Right? I did 2 things. I was in a hurry and I cleared their schedule, seeing if they was available at 9. We all know what's at 9 o'clock, which is the 9 p.m. opportunity call, right? So you clear their schedule, see if they're available for that call. Right? They'd be like, "Yeah, I should be free." Cool. I'm masterminding. So you can say I'm masterminding or I'm launching, right? So I'm masterminding with a group of powerful individuals, and we're actually got something that works. And you was one of the first people I thought about that could be massively or could be very successful and add a lot of value to what we got going on, right? So I already marked you down for 9 p.m. Is that cool? A lot of people want to say, they're gonna be like, "Yeah, but what is it? Like, what is it? What are you doing? What are y'all launching? What's going to go on? What are you gonna go over?" The purpose of the perfect invite is because you're not going to have a lot of the answers, right? You're not going to know what to say, how to explain it, what's the best way to say it to someone. So step 4 comes into play. Take it away. The best way to take away questions being asked, things getting thrown at you, you not knowing what to say, is going back to step 1. "Hey, I'm running to a meeting right now. I don't have a lot of time to explain it, but I'm going to send you the information right after you get off the phone." As soon as they say, "Okay," hang up. Or you can say, "Okay, talk to you later," and hang up. You hanging up prevents any further questions, anything of that nature. All you do is send them the information for the call, right? And later on that day also comes up with the follow-up, or the follow-up comes in 2 places. Tristan does, well, a lot of times it's after the call, after the event, or after they watch a video. You could also follow up with a person to make sure they're going to get on before the call event or whatever the case is, right? To make sure they're still going to get on, make sure they're still free to get on, right? A lot of times I'll wait until it's an hour ahead before the call to actually send the call out. Just so they can be like, "Oh yeah, I did say I was going to do this at 9, or I did say I was going to do this at 7 or 3. Right? For social media, I have basically 2 ways that I approach people. For people I know, so I said things to say people I know, catch up, say, "Hey, sis, bro, how you doing? I'm working on something that has potential to make us a lot of money together." They probably gonna be asking, "What is it? Like, what are you doing?" But for my people that follow me, they already know, right? But for you, they may not know what you do. So you say, "Honestly, it's a lot to explain right now through text, but if I sent you a link to a video, would you watch it? Or if I sent you a link to a free webinar call, would you get on? Would you attend?" Right? Once they say yes, all you're doing is sending it to them. Right? That's also where the follow-up comes up for if you're sending a video. If you're sending a video, the follow-up is the most important because you should know how long the video is. I have 3 videos that I send out to people. I have one that's 5, one that's 15, one that's 17. I know how long those videos are, so I always tell people if it's a 5-minute, hey, I'm gonna call you in 6 minutes or 7 minutes. If it's the 15, hey, I'm gonna call you in about 17 minutes. 17, hey, I'm gonna call you in about 20 minutes. Right? So I'm gonna call you in 20 minutes, so you should be able to watch it right now. Right? It's a sense of urgency. You want to make sure they watch it right now. Once they watch it, talk to them about it. All right. I'm also go over some follow-up questions that I do. I personally say after I get on the phone with them, after they watch the video, after they get on the call, after the event, right? Something I say to random people who I don't know. "Hey, such and such," you can say the name. I know a lot of women say, "Love, sis, lady boss, whatever thing. Men, we say bro, king, whatever you want to address them, right? I love your page. I love your content. You have incredible content. Whatever you want to say, however you want to word it. The point is, I would love to connect with you. What do you do for work? Right? That's one question you can ask. You can stop it right there. You can say, well, where are you from? Or if you see their page, they say what they do in their bio. You see it on their Instagram. They work at Walmart, whatever the case is. Like, hey, how long have you worked at Walmart? Or how long have you been to whatever school? Or how long have you lived in Atlanta or Alabama or Seattle? Basically, you're building a relationship because that's what we're business for. We're in the business of building relationships for people to join our business, right? So you're basically getting to know that person getting to know you, you're having a general conversation. But you know the end result is have a relationship with that person so that they can feel, you guys can feel connected so that you can be comfortable enough. Because I know when you're first getting started to hit p150, you're very uncomfortable to even bring up the opportunity. So building that relationship makes it a lot easier. I know when I got started, sometimes I'll have this conversation over a few days. That way it wasn't instantly. It wasn't instantly, hey, I want you to get on this call, or hey, can you check out this video? Right, but once you get comfortable, it's gonna get a lot easier. It's a lot smoother. You'll be able to do it in a day. You'll be able to do it in a couple minutes, an hour, whatever the case is. Right, now that's for talking to people on the phone and then talking to people on social media. Right, now follow-ups, the fortune's in the follow-up. That's the biggest thing, right? Now, the most important question, if you don't remember anything else, the most important question when you are following up with someone, never ask, how did you feel? What did you think? Because you're leaving room for negativity, you're leaving room for them to give contradicting ideas, remarks, whatever the case is. The best thing is, what did you like most? Or what did you like the best about the call, the event, the video? Right? I do feel, felt, found. So feel, felt, found, all that is doing is you're relating to the person because at one point you were in their shoes. You always have to remember that at one point you were in their shoes. So feel, felt, found. I completely understand how you feel. I felt the same way when I was getting started coming in. What I found out was X, Y, and Z. Right? So what you're gonna fill in with the X, Y, and Z is gonna be what they said they liked the most. A lot of people like different things. Some people like the comp plan. Some people like the educators. Some people like the academy. Some people like the scanners. Some people like, it's different levels of what they're gonna like. All you're doing is relating how you felt to that person, right? A lot of people look at this question all the time on the scale of 1 to 10. I actually got this from Eric Worre. He created the book GoPro. It's a great network marketing book that I highly advise you all read. So basically, it's on a scale of 1 to 10. Where are you with getting started? If they're not a 1, figure out how to make them a 10. It's very rare they're going to be a 1. If there was a 1, they want to answer the phone for you. Guarantee. If they're a 1 or they don't interested at all, they're not going to answer the phone for you after the call, after the video, none of that. Right? So if they're a 2 and up, most of the time they're going to be a 5, 7. Not no one's ever going to be a 10 because from my personal experience and from Eric Worre, no one's ever going to be 10 because it sounds like they're a sellout. They want to do it. No one ever wants to be that person, right? So questions that I use to get them to a 10 is, how much would you need to make or how much would you need to see for you to feel this is worth your time? All right. A lot of people will say, I need to make an extra 200 a month, extra 500 a month, extra 100 every week. Whatever the case is, we all know that's possible, whether you're trading or whether you're building the business. In either direction, you can build income. You can build an income with both of them, right? Our only thing is for them to see the value, see the vision that they can do it with us as well, right? And this question, a lot of times, so the reason I asked this last question is because it's something that it keeps people from quitting before they get to their goal, right? How long are you willing to work with me in order to see your goal? Realistically, how long are you willing to work with me to see your goal? 60 days, 90 days, half a year, a year. How long are you willing to work with me to see your goal? Now, something that does for us, if that person says, hey, I'm not going to do this after a month, You're like, you told me you was gonna give me 60 days, 90 days. It's only been 30. Now, granted, you do have to work with that person to get them to their goal. There is not a just sign them up and dip them off. You do have to work with them to get them to their goal, right? Because people don't. When people join, they're not joining the company. They're joining because of you, because of they feel a connection with you. They feel they can be successful with you. Now it's your job to help them along their journey. Mentors, upline, our job is to help them get to where we are, whether it's trading, building, both. Right? And the last question is always, are you ready to get started? So what you're doing is basically checking off everything they have to go against it for. Oh, I don't know if y'all gonna be able to help me make $1,000 a month. We can. You want to do that? Trading, building, or both? Oh, I need to make an extra 100 a week. All right. How much money you gonna start with for trading? How many people you know right now? Right. It's different ways you can get people to reach their goal. So, and they're gonna see value in it. And it's gonna lock them in. Right. It's not selling dreams. It's not anything because we know it's realistic. We've seen people do it before us. We're doing it now. My goal when I came in was to make $600. I make $2,000. My goal was reached, and I stayed and kept going. I made 600 trading before I made 600 building. So either way, my goal was reached, and it's just increased, and they're gonna stay with you, right? Now, two more things I'm gonna go over, and then I'm gonna pass it to my boy. So I'm gonna go over drop cards. So drop cards is probably gonna be the biggest tool in your life, right? Drop cards is basically right now it's gonna be it's gonna be a little difficult, but not as difficult, right? So the purpose of drop cards, I have a few examples. So this is a drop card. It looks like a $100 bill, but it's a business card, right? You're folding it up basically, and you're dropping it as your personal on-the-go business card. You don't have to hand these out. The purpose of it being a drop card, you can leave it in the mall, you can leave it in the store, whatever the case is, leave it on the floor, leave it with some clothes. But when you see it, people are gonna think this is $100. When they open it up, it's gonna be your information, your business card, whatever you wanna say. Now I wrote out kind of the words that I have on here. So it's basically are you interested in making more in more streams of income? Contact me ASAP. Text, DM, email, whatever your information is, right? If you can see the card, let me stop sharing my screen. If you can see the card, I have little icons and stuff on here that you can actually place on the card so they can kind of know what you do, right? So I have like the currency exchange up here. I got Bitcoin, I got Traveling, and then I got all the information over there to contact me, right? It's different tools that you can use to help your business grow, right? And I actually got shown this. It's another, I actually don't know where it is. It's another form. So if you didn't want to do the money cards, you can do regular business cards, right? I have one for myself, but it's another one. There's another version that a young person on my team actually created. So mine looks like this, right? But another one basically they created was basically saying, hey, you should be trading or make money from your phone. And they had their Instagram underneath it, right? I just made mine a little more because sometimes I put it on cars, put it on doors, whatever the case is, place it in different places of stores, things of that nature, so people can see your card and they'll know how to contact you. Right? A lot of people say business cards are overrated. I've been like 7 conventions and I've worn MMO gear, I've worn Wi-Fi money gear. I've talked about what I do. First question I get asked, you got a business card? You got a way for me to contact you? You can get my number, you can get Instagram. A lot of people won't do that, but a lot of people will. Right? Sometimes I hand them a card. Sometimes I know it's a device that I saw on Instagram that I'm about to get. You can add it to your phone. You can tap other people's phones. You get their contact information. Or they get yours, I should say. You tap their phone, it exchanges information. Right? It's different ways that you can stay in contact with people, expand your business. Everything isn't on social media. Some things are going to have to be in person. And last but not least, flyers. Y'all can see, y'all see somebody's specials up there flyer right now. He ain't paying attention though. So flyers, anything you want to do. So if you got stuff you want to post on your page, flyers you want to create, things of that nature. So like I do wild sales, anything I've created. So like here's another card that I made for my drop cards. But different flyers, you can create any flyer on here, any design for free. This website is free. It doesn't cost anything. It's free, open to the public. You can download it on your phone or your computer, whatever the case is. You can create any style of flyer you want. Anything you want, anything you need, you can post it. So if you wanted something for your page to print out and hand out on door to door, post it up on your building, whatever the case is, you can do that. So this is Canva, Canva.com, Canva.com. And the website for the $100 bill card is bestmoneycard.com. Right. So these two websites alone will help you grow your business, because instead of having to pay somebody for a flyer, instead of having to wait for a flyer, you can go in here and create your own flyer for whatever promo you're doing. For if you go into a special place, if you're going out of the city, you're throwing an event, and you like, how can I get more people in my area to come out? Make a quick flyer on here, print it out, hand it out. Right. Also, for flyers, if you're a person, you're nervous about, because the next person I'm bringing up actually going to go about it, but if you're nervous about talking to people, make a flyer, airdrop it. Walk into the mall, open your airdrop to every person in there. I've done it. It's worked. Some people deny it. Some people accept it. But we know when you accept the airdrop, it immediately pops up on your phone. So make sure you have details, your information, how to contact you, who to look for, all that in there. Right? There's different folders. There's different ways that you can expand your business. Right? Now, the next gentleman I'm about to bring up is actually my boy out of Houston, my bro. Crazy, we didn't know each other until we traveled to AZ. Right? I ended up going to AZ. He was actually my accountability partner for the week. I met him and we was talking. We had a brief conversation. I was like, yeah, he cool. I was like, I ain't gonna know him like that though. And I ended up going to pick him up in Houston, and we ended up taking a 17-hour ride to Arizona together. So 17 hours, two people who didn't know each other, and we became brothers. He came to do this on my call, and I notified him a couple hours before. His brothers, his business, you get to know people in this business that you'll never know, and they become like family. Right? He just hit Platinum 1000. He's like this close to Platinum 2. And he's an incredible leader. If you know the Thursday night calls, he's the man behind them. Right? So I'm getting ready to bring up my boy Diego. Unmute you. Take it away, bro.
Yo. Can y'all hear me?
Yeah, we got you.
Y'all can see me?
Yeah.
Man, I'm on my phone, but I'm always on the move. But how y'all everybody doing this wonderful evening? Drop some fire in the chat right now for my boy Sam and my boy Tristan that just spoke about this valuable information that we all need. I'm still learning every day, right? It's not about the rank, right? It's about the knowledge that you can receive. So just keep dropping that fire, showing them love, showing them, that you appreciate the value that they're sharing. Literally, I didn't expect to be on this call. It was so last minute, but look, when it's family, you jump on, you do what you got to do to share value, right? So tonight, guys, right, I'm going to talk to you about how to actually prospect in person, right? How to talk to an individual that you do not know, right? You can come across somebody in the grocery store, the mall, gas station, wherever you can come across somebody, right? The mail person that's delivering your Amazon packages, right? So the good thing about prospecting in person, right? You can actually meet the person, you see the person, you can kind of feel their energy, their vibration, the type of person they are, right? A lot of people say, man, I'm too shy. What if they say no? Or I don't know what to say. Just spark a conversation, right? My mentor, right? She told me, like, hey, just ask a question. Be like, hey, do you like your job? Oh, hey, how you doing today? Or, hey, how are things going? Or, how are you feeling today? You just start a conversation no matter what it is. It just can be a quick small talk, right? And the good thing about it is you always use that, what Sam was saying about being in a hurry, right? Just straight conversation, let them know, hey, I'm actually just trying to tell you about this opportunity to have. You look like a person that works hard, you know, that probably needs some time freedom or something. I got this opportunity. I have this $1 million skill set that I want to share with you. And then be like, man, for real? Like, they just start asking questions like, man, what is it? You use the same thing about the perfect invite from Matt Rosa in person. Over the phone, you can use it on Zoom calls, FaceTimes, Instagram, right? It's about actually using that perfect invite 24/7, no matter where you at. So talking in person, right? Just show who you are. Be yourself. Don't try to be a master educator, a master marketer, right? Because we're all in this business are marketers. We're not just people that invest in a foreign exchange market. We're actually marketers. If you have a brand, if you on social media, you have thousands of followers, you are a brand. You're marketing yourself, right? You're doing the same thing in person. You got to market yourself so people can kind of see, oh, okay, this guy is cool. This girl, I see what she's doing. She's very independent, right? She has a little sass about her, things like that, right? You want to show your personality. You want to be able to share your vibration with other people so they can feel you. It's like, okay, I kind of like this person, right? And now they're more interested in hearing what you got to say, right? Again, small talk. Ask do they like their job? Ask them, are they enjoying their day? Things like that. And they might tell you, no, I hate my job. No, I want something better. Stuff like that. So utilizing that, you already know in the back of your brain, I have a skill set. I have something that's valuable. Give them a little sauce, not too much, right? So if you have your app, show them your MT4. But look, this is something I use on my phone that's helping me make money. Use your demo account. Put a little trade, right? Just show them something slight, not too much, but to get them intrigued. Now you use your perfect invite. Look, I'm actually on a rush right now. I just stopped into the grocery store to get some couple things. I have a meeting at my house with da-da-da-da. If you're willing to come later on, I can send you the address so you can pull up, right? So now you're in a rush. You're inviting them to a home op event if you're having one. If you're not having one, now you invite them to the Zoom call, right? We have Zoom calls every single day at different hours, right? Now, if you're a person that knows how to do the opportunity call, or if you know how to present, do your own presentation. You don't have to wait for your mentor or for them to announce a call in the Discord. You take the leap of faith and actually do the presentation yourself. They don't know if you're gonna mess up. They don't know anything. They're there to get the information. Just share it. Read it off the screen, right? Or, just talk about it. It's that easy, guys. So most of us, we gotta get uncomfortable, right? We gotta get uncomfortable to get comfortable, right? That's really what it is about presenting, networking in person. Just be yourself. Don't be shy. Open your mouth. Start small conversations that can lead to longer relationships, right? Because this is the type of business we are. You network, you meet somebody, they become family. That's what Sam just said. Sam didn't know me from a neck of the bush, right? But I was in Atlanta. I met him once. We never would have thought. And he was just talking to me about a backpack that I had, right? And then next you know, the relationship grew. Right now, we took a trip, 17 hours to AZ. We became brothers, right? Just one quick network, small conversation about an item turned into a brotherhood, right? So just imagine if I wasn't in the business, that conversation would have led me to join the business and look at the relationship now, right? That's what it is all about. You want to build relationship with people that you don't know because that's going to become your family. You're going to have a long-term relationship with this inside this business and outside of this business. So being able to get uncomfortable, get out of your comfort zone, stop being shy, and just spark a conversation, right? Don't be, for the ladies, don't try to flirt with the fellas, but just give them information. Same thing with the guys, right? Slight information, small talk, intrigue their mindset. Like, look, I got this little sauce. I want to share it with you. Are you free? Boom. That easy. quick, easy to the point, right? If you're selling hair, anything like that, what do you have to do? You have to network, right? If you're designing shoes, you're selling shoes, any type of item that you're selling as a business person, you have to network. That's the same thing. Network builds your network, right? Write that down. Network builds your network, right? Because as much as you network, that's how your income is going to grow. We preach about it a lot on the calls, right? You got to talk to 1,000 people, 100 people, 50 people a day, right? Online, offline, whatever. But that's what it is. Because if you start a business, you need a network. You need to make sure that your business is seen, heard, and people can actually locate it. Same thing. Using your social media. Your social media is your business card. Social media is what people go look at. You can utilize your social media. Hey, go follow me on Instagram right quick. So you can kind of see how my lifestyle is. You can have the same lifestyle. There's different ways you can do when you prospect in person. I don't even call it prospect. You can network in person, right? But that's all the sauce I got for y'all, family. Like, literally, it's that easy. Like, spark a small conversation, pique interest, and then utilize the perfect invite, right? Now, if the person can't make it to the event, use the perfect close. We all learned it. Cash taught us. So utilize the resources that we have. Because most people probably can't make it to an event, but if you know how to do the perfect invite and the perfect close, you're good. You're actually good, family. So that's all I got. Sam, appreciate you for having me on the call, my brother. Like, this is lit. I hope everybody got value, information from what I just said, because prospecting in person is easy. It's literally like you're trapping off your phone, but in person, right? You networking. You're sharing information. You're talking to people. So, man, that's all I got. I hope family drop some fire in the chat if you got value information. You know what I'm saying? Drop some fire in the chat. Because literally, a lot of y'all that's on this call right now, how many people gonna go? We have 9 people. If you're unranked, you're gonna get ranked, right? If you're ranked already, you're gonna hit the next rank. So that's the mindset we gotta have. Y'all just keep doing what y'all doing. Don't stop. Always work and elevate your mindset, elevate your spirit, because that's how you're gonna get to the next level. Love y'all.
Appreciate you, bro. Hey, I'm getting ready to close this call out. I definitely appreciate each and every one of y'all for getting on here and staying on here. I hope you definitely got some gems. Definitely, I hope you guys are going to be in Houston. If you don't know about Houston, it's actually, what's it, 2 weeks, a week and a half, give or take. It's the 25th through the 27th, big event. We have about 200 tickets left. Right? If you're not ranked, and none of you guys are P600, except for us around here, you actually live for free, right? So all you have to do is pay for your ticket for the event and then pay for your way to get out there. But living situation right now is free for P150s and unranked individuals, right? So you're taking care for living. All you gotta do is figure a way to get out there and buy your ticket for the tailgate. It's $50. Right? But I hope to see you guys out there in Houston. If I don't, we're going to bring back the sauce for y'all. But I love and appreciate every single one of y'all. I can't wait to see y'all P150 flyer. And I can't wait till we start growing and expanding the family and building the business together. Love you guys. See you guys later.